Hey guys, I wanted to start off today's look a really fast, really quick, and simple eye look. I did this eye look a couple of videos ago, and I had a couple of my buddies asking me, what I did with this look. So I decided to try to recreate it. So first, I took my Elf Matte Camo Concealer in the shade Fair Rose. Yeah, Fair Rose, and I'm using that as an eyeshadow primer. I found that I've been using this for the last couple of weeks and it makes a excellent eyeshadow primer because it is matte and it provides a sticky like base, and especially I knew that I was going in with lighter colors that I wanted to pop and show up on my brown skin, so I needed to use a lighter color base. So I'm just taking that with a Shop Miss A concealer brush to kind of like pat it in and make sure the surface is smooth. We're only going to use two eyeshadow palettes today, and one of them is still in stock. One of them is by Morphe, and I don't think they no longer sell it. But if you have these colors somewhere in your collection, which I'm quite sure you do, you just need a transition color. So I did the 3503 Fearless by Nature by Morphe, and I just took those two brown shades, which is like a reddish brown type shades. I took those two shades, and that's what I'm going to put in my crease for my transition color. Y'all know that I love a good crease color. Nothing beats a warm brown shade in the crease. And I'm taking my favorite blending brush to use for the crease is a Wet n Wild blending brush. So I'm just taking that. I tried to do tapping motions at first so I could see exactly where I want the eyeshadow to lay. And then I'll go in and I'll do windshield wiper motions to make sure that it's as blended as I can get it. But yeah, and I just basically just keep doing the same thing over and over again. If you struggle with eyeshadow, believe you me, I'm not there yet, but I plan on getting there to be perfect with eyeshadow. Some days my eyeshadow comes out great, and then some days it's like, oh my gosh, what did you do? So yeah, just keep trying, just keep going at it. Start off with one. You can make pretty good looks with just using one eyeshadow. Don't feel the need that you have to use like three or four eyeshadows to complete a look, because you don't you can make a beautiful look with a one eyeshadow look. But today we're using like, I think we use three different shades. So now I'm going with the windshield wiper motions, and you have to learn the shape of your eye. The sooner you learn the shape of your eye, the better you'll be. That way you know like where your eyeshadow needs to fall, which how which way you need to hold your brush, like which way do you need to look. I find myself looking down a lot because that way I can feel the crease in my eye, and I'm making sure that I get in the crease. Definitely need to make sure that I cover up that white primer because I would hate to have my eye look completed and then still have specks of the white primer showing. And here I just took this is a BH Cosmetic eyeshadow blending brush. I just took that to blend out the edges once I finish packing it on. Now, ColourPop still sells this palette, and it's called Sage the Day, and it's a green based palette. So, yeah, actually it was on sale, I guess, for Memorial Day for $9. And I took the matte. This is a olive, yeah, I would say a olive green matte shade, and I'm just packing that in my outer V. We're gonna use that and then go in with a kind of similar green, but it's just a tad bit lighter. We're going to use that for the lid shade. So I just been into like green. I get in my like color phases. One week I do all green, one week I might do all gold, the next week I'm stuck on pink, purple. I just get in my color. So you have to take a little bit more of the concealer because I knew that the glitter shade was light, and once again I needed it to pop and really be pronounced and show on my brown skin. So I went back in with just a dot of concealer to further um, blended for areas that, it kind of got lost once I did all that, the other colors. So yeah, I'm just packing that on and then you'll see me show you the color that I used. And we're going to pack that on the lid with just some random Amazon brushes. Believe me, guys, the best brushes are the Amazon random, not expensive type brushes. I don't think in 2024 you should be spending like ridiculous amount of money on brushes. Yeah, back probably like 10 years ago when everybody was just getting into makeup and beauty, brushes were expensive. You had to have the name brand. The brush is like $30, $20, $30 for a brush. Now you can get a brush that's not even $1 and it will perform and do just as well as a $30 brush. Trust me. Don't invest in expensive brushes. It's so not worth it, in my opinion. So yeah, I'm just taking this flat brush and you'll see me like pack it on, I think for this look. And then I don't know if this clip is in here, but I use the same Outer V matte smoky shade. I put that on my lower lash line to smoke it out. But I think I went in with a lighter. It's still in the green family, same palette. And I put that probably like on the outer 3/4 in between this shade and the matte shade. I put like a lighter shade, and that's just to give the eyes some dimension. So like I'm just not like one color flat or whatever. And on this day, my microphone was not charged, so that's why I ended up doing a voiceover. So you're just going to see me come in and I'll show you how it looks, how the completed look came out with my foundation and everything done. It's a video on the foundation because I'm trying it again. It's an old foundation that I needed to try again. So yeah, stay tuned for the end so you can see how the final look with liner and everything came together. But guys, those were the only palettes I used. Feel free. You don't have to use these particular palettes. If you have other palettes with similar colors, believe me, they will work just as well. So stay tuned to the end. And thank you for watching as always.